Hello student, this is the next class of business studies class 12 and the lesson is organizing, and this lesson we are studying the organizational structure. So till now we discussed that what if company is producing one line of product, and that was named as functional structure because on the basis of function the groups were made. Okay, but what if any company produces more than one line of product, like if a company is producing cosmetic, plastic, garment, then now as company is big enough, so on the basis of each product the division will be made. Means now all the functions related to cosmetic will be under cosmetic department. Means all the functions like your marketing, production, purchasing, finance, then all the such functions related to plastic will be under plastic department, and this kind of division is known as divisional structure. So dividing the whole enterprise according to the major products to be manufactured like metal, plastic, cosmetic, etc. is known as divisional organization structure. And this structure is suitable in organizations producing multi-product or different lines of product requiring product specialization. Growing companies which intend to add more lines of product in future adopt this structure. So it is suitable in the organization which is producing more than one line of product. So see, this is the structure, like MD will be there, then different divisions are made like cosmetic department, footwear, garment, and now each of these divisions they have their own functional department: HR, marketing, finance, purchase, production. Then footwear will also have the same functional, means each divisional structure will be having their own functional structure. Clear? Means in divisional structure functional structure will be there. So this is the just a type that how this divisional structure will look like. Now let's see the advantages. So product specialization, yes, because now you are producing and focusing on one particular kind of product. So definitely product specialization helps in the overall development of the skills of the departmental head. Means now the departments are made on the basis of product. So one particular department will be specialized in that particular product. Like suppose if the department is manufacturing cosmetic, then the department will be specialized in that. So as we have seen, like earlier in functional department, what happened, the departments they are specialized in their own particular function. Likewise in divisional structure, employees are specialized in one product. Then greater accountability, it helps in the fixation of responsibility and accountability of departmental head. Now suppose a company is having manufacturing 3 product. Okay, so if the company have loss, suppose, then due to the performance of that one particular product the company can judge, isn't it? Like suppose company is producing garment, cosmetic and footwear, and if the company is having loss due to footwear, then definitely the responsibility of this footwear will go to footwear department only. Therefore it is said that in divisional structure each product department is accountable for its own profit and loss, and in case of poor performance it helps in fixation of responsibility. Clear? Then fast decision making, it promotes fast decision making. Student, spelling of making is wrong over here. Making, this M will not be there, sorry. So in divisional structure what happens, each division functions independently, means they are not dependent on each other. So due to which decision making is fast. Then expansion and growth is also possible. It facilitates expansion and growth as new division can be added without interrupting existing division. So how is it possible? Like suppose company want to launch some new product. Okay, then new division can be easily added without interrupting the existing operation. Like suppose the company is already dealing in cosmetic and footwear, and now if they want to launch garment, so This can be easily added without disturbing rest of the divisions, isn't it? And apart from these 4 advantages, student, there can be one more advantage, like as due to fast decision making, this one, the third advantage, fast decision making, it can also lead to flexibility. Therefore, you can add one more advantage, that is flexibility also. Now let us see the disadvantages. So as we know, there is advantages, then definitely there will be disadvantages also. So what are these disadvantages? They are more resources required. Each department will require all the resources as every division will be working as an independent unit. Yes, definitely, because suppose there are 4 divisions being made, like textile, cosmetic, medicine and soap, suppose. So each of these department, they will require production department, purchase, means all the functions will be also there. So because of that, what will happen? More resources will be required, like resources in terms of men, machine, money. Definitely these will also be required, because every department will be having their own production department, their own purchase department. So more resources will be required. And because more resources are required, definitely it will be going to be more expensive also. It may lead to increase in cost, since there may be duplication of activities in different product division. Duplication of activity, how? How duplication of activity is there? Because every department, like textile department, cosmetic department, same kind of activities are doing have been done. Like in textile department, production, purchase, marketing, finance will be there. Then again in cosmetic department, same all activities will be going on. Medicine, if suppose medicine department is there, in medicine also there will be different functions will be there, product, purchase, marketing, finance. So it will lead to increase in cost. Then organizational interest ignored. It provides managers with the authority to supervise all activities related to a particular division. Means now what the manager is doing, the manager will supervise all the activities related to his particular division only, means he will be focused to his division only. The manager now means he will try to get his target achieved in spite of seeing to the organizational interest. Means organizational interest will be ignored because of that, because each department they will try to achieve their own target only, they will be focused to their particular division only. So student, these were the advantages and disadvantages of divisional structure. I hope it is clear to you all. And as I always used to ask you, please like, subscribe and share my video, and in case of any query you can ask through comment box. Thank you.